Today we're doing our yard work or gardener's workout. Now, even if you don't work out in the yard or if it's winter time, it doesn't mean that this workout can't help you. We're gonna work out the entire body today. And it's necessary to keep your body strong so you can keep up with all those chores that need to get done. So what do I need for this class? Well, I'm gonna be using a sturdy chair just in case, or perhaps a wall during some of the movements. Also, we're gonna need some hand weights. And if you don't have hand weights, find some soup cans, some milk jugs filled up with those lids on tight, whatever you've got around the house. Remember to listen to your body today. Even if I'm not breaking and you need a break, make sure to press pause and take one. You need to listen to your body. And then finally, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like and comment at the end. All right, let's get started. All right, it's time to warm up. You need a chair nearby just in case you have to hold on to something. But just give yourself a little bit of space to move around. We're gonna start off swinging our arms. Alternate crossing, one arm on top. Gotta wake up these shoulders. Good job. All right, let's move to cactus arms or goalposts, and then press up. Now, when you press up, you don't go straight up overhead, just go slightly in front. I can barely see those fingertips. All right, let's play add-on. We're gonna press to the sky, then touch your elbows. Press up, then touch your elbows. Good job, few more. Starting to feel the heat building in those shoulders. Gotta get them nice and warm. 2 more. All right, let's wake up the lower half of the body. You're gonna have to hold on to something, at least at the beginning. I've got a chair nearby. I'm gonna start standing on my left leg. Soften it. We don't want it locked out. And then you're gonna swing this right leg, so make sure there's nothing around to kick. You can swing it low, you can swing it high. But we're trying to wake up this hip right here. If you're feeling pretty confident with your balance, fingertip the chair or release it. Good job. These hips get tight, so we gotta wake them up. All right, from here, we're gonna move into a soccer kick. You just need to make sure you don't kick your chair. I've still got it to hold on to, but I step forwards a little bit. Weights in this left leg, kick across. Start little, pretending you're kicking a soccer ball. Got my chair. If I'm feeling confident, soft bottom knee. Take it a little higher. Now I'm waking up my hamstring and my hip. Notice I'm not bending down. Keep your chest up. Couple more. Very good. All right, let's go the other side. If you need to move your chair or find the other wall. Now I'm standing on my right leg. Leg swing. Get a little bit more confident. Maybe you let go of the chair. Listen to your body, please. Couple more times. All right, moving into that soccer kick. So you kind of get in front of that chair a little bit. Soften that right leg, kick across. Little kick or bigger kick. You can touch the floor in between. Gives you a little bit more stability. Remember, no rounding over. 2 more. 1 more time. Beautiful. All right, you need that chair either behind you. Let's start with it behind you. Just in case you need it, it's right there. We've got to squat to wake up. So my toes are forwards. My chest is lifted. Let's sit my hips back. Little baby squat. Push through your heels. Squeeze your bottom to get up. By putting your weight in your heels, you're saving your knees. Your hips sit back. Good. Anybody want more sensation? How about the arms up? Now I'm waking up shoulders with it. You should be getting warmer now. Heart rate's starting to rise. All right, let's play add-on. I'm gonna squat with arms in front. I'm gonna lift tall and drop my left arm. And then I'm gonna inhale up. I'm gonna squat. Back up, drop my right arm. Very good. Now make this a little bit more challenging and a deeper stretch. I'm gonna bring my feet together, but it's harder to balance. So I inhale, chair squat, other arm. Remember, if you're taking care of your low back, the safest place for you to be would be hand on hip instead. But as long as those abs are tight, you're protecting your low back here. Very good. Ooh, these legs are getting warmer. Shoulders working. Now I'm stretching out the sides of the body too. How about one more time? Very good. All right, I can get behind my chair now. I'm gonna move mine aside so you can see me better. But you can hold on to that chair. Hamstring curl. Back and forth. Try to take your heel towards your bottom. Now I'm waking up the backs of the legs. And if I move a little faster and add some arms, get my heart rate going. Very good. All right, bring it on in. Now your feet are somewhat together. I've got my chair if I need it, but I'm not too close to it. Reach tall. Soften those knees, sweep the arms out, hinge at the hips. I'm gonna show you from the side. My back is flat. Try to straighten out your legs. Good. If I'd like a deeper stretch, bend your knees, take your hands below your knees. My head is still above the heart. Then try to straighten. And then I'm gonna bend the knees and roll it on out. Good job. One more stretch. You can have the chair in front of you. I'm gonna show you from the side. Left foot's in front. Dig in your right toe. I'm holding on for balance, but my chest is upright. Gently pivot forwards, feeling that hip flexor, and then straighten. My knee should never jut past my front toe. And if you want to add that opposite arm, you can go here. All right, we got to do the other side. Switch it out. Drop down that back heel. It may not go down all the way. You've got that toe dug in. Your chest is upright. Pivot your hips forwards till you feel that stretch. Now on the left hip flexor. And then ease out. And just flow it. When we're warming up, we want to flow our stretches. At the end, we'll hold them longer. Add that opposite arm if you like. One more time. And then bring it on in. Very good. All right, warm-up's complete. Grab some water. We're going to start our workout now. All right, our first move is squats. We started off warming up with some chair squats. We're going to increase sensation just a little bit. All right, so think for squatting, you are strengthening your lower body and your core. And your core is not just your abs, it's your back, your hips, your pelvis. And so if you have hand weights nearby, great, we'll move into those. For each exercise, I'm gonna start basic. You may stay there, or you may increase sensation with me. It's your choice. All right, starting off basic squat. Right in front of that chair, my toes are forwards. So the most basic is our chair squat, where we sit into the chair and we stand back up. So if your chest is upright, look back, make sure it's still there. We sit back, put weight in the heels and squeeze your glutes to get out. So that's our most basic, and you can stay with this the whole time. Now, just like in our warm-up, we can change it to a chair hover. And we press out of the heels, never let your back round, and you go here. Now, stay doing that if you like. Anybody ready for some hand weights? Gonna find these hand weights. I've still got that chair behind me just in case. All right, you ready? Sit your hips back. Your weights have to go slightly in front of you. 1, to miss your chair, but 2, it helps counterbalance you. Good. Are you still squeezing your glutes every time you stand up? All right, you may notice you're getting warmer. Looking great. 2 more. Good job. You need a break? Take a seat. Otherwise, roll it out. We got one more set to go. So I'll try to do 2 to 3 sets on each movement. If you need to skip the next set, listen to your body. You can watch. All right, toes forwards, shoulders back and down. Let's take those hips back. Here we go. Down, squeeze. Good. Going 6 more. You can go slower than me. You can go faster than me as long as your form is good. I think we have 2 more left. Beautiful. All right, shake out those legs. Go set your hand weights down. Remember when you set them down, keep your back flat, bend. Good time to get some water. We're moving on. Our next move is push-ups. It's one of the best ways to strengthen the upper body. I get so many groans with push-ups, but they're so good for you. We have to do them. But you have options. First option is against the wall, okay? If you put your hands wide at shoulder level, I always see folks try to do this. Then you walk your feet back, and you've got the perfect modified push-up position. If you have a countertop that's a little lower, that makes it even tougher. Awesome. As you get more advanced, we go to the floor. So let me show you options, then we'll do them together. I start off with my hands wider than my shoulders, and then my knees are underneath me. So if I'm a beginner, I look like this. Over time, I look more like this, or here. Straight line, never sagging. All right, from there, you try to come off of one knee and do some push-ups. And then once you get to be a complete rock star, you can do a few push-ups here. So I'm gonna do a modified, some more middle ground here for you guys. Everybody find your spot. All right, we ready? 10, down and press. 9, 8, keep your neck in line. No craning your head out in front of you. We're down to 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. If you're on the floor, sit back like this and stretch for a moment. If you are upright, go to here, draw your tailbone out, stretch out those arms, and then come up and stretch it out. Chest expansion, whether you want to arm swing or press your palms towards one another, you've got choices. If you're down on the floor, you're on your knees doing this. All right, we got one more set. Are you ready to go? I don't want to give you too much of a break, because we got to work the chest, the arms, both biceps and triceps. Your back is working, and your core. All right, let's go again. I'm going to demo the one knee for those that would like to see it. All right, get ready. We'll start at the top. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'd rather you take breaks than lose your form. 2, and 1. And then sit back again and take a break. Now, if you could not knock out 2 sets of 10, no worries. You're going to grow with it. You start off, modify, and you'll notice you'll get stronger and stronger if you keep it up. All right, get some water, take a break. We're moving on. All right, we're moving on to deadlifts now. Deadlifts strengthen the entire back side of the body. So think upper back, mid back, low back, glutes, and hamstrings, the whole back side. Now, every time we strengthen the back, it helps us from here to here. But it also helps us to pick up those large bags of compost, whatever else you got to pick up out in the yard. But we got to do it properly. So let me show you the form. Find some hand weights, and the heavier the better, unless you have low back issues. Then just be mindful of that. All right, I've got my hand weights. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. First thing you do is roll your shoulders back and down. Now, as I hinge forwards, I never round. Okay, that's going to injure your back. Stand tall. Now stick your tailbone out and hinge only at the hips. Flat back. The weights just hang Good. And then I lift them back up. So that flat back is so important. I'm gonna allow these weights just to slide down my thighs. Here we go. We take it on down. Now your hamstrings will tell you when to stop. For some of us, it's right above the knees. Others, right below the knees. If you're flexible, maybe you can go lower, but it's not about how low you can go. It's about lifting the chest and bringing it up. And when you bring up the weights, you're gonna feel it back here. You ready to work? All right, find your spot, find your weights. Hinge it on over and lift it back up. Now, I always look out in front of me and think, stick out your chest. That really helps, especially as you start to get tired. Very good. I'm gonna do some from the side so you can see. Flat back, no rounding. The minute your back rounds, your back's trying to do the work. We want your glutes and hamstrings to do the work. 2 more. 1 more and you can break. Good job. You can set down those hand weights, walk around, pause. If you need a stretch in between, I'm gonna hold on to my weights just for time's sake, but like this. I can stretch out those legs. All right, pause me if you need a longer break. We're going again. I'll turn to the front. Shoulders back and down. Toes forwards, knees just barely softened. Down and lift. So when you're picking up that heavy stuff in the yard, I want you to think deadlift. You don't lock out your knees, but you don't bend down and round your back to pick things up. You're just looking to hurt yourself. Ooh, how about 5 more? Is your chest sticking out? We're down to 3 more. If you're not feeling much on the back of your legs, you need to find something heavier. Maybe some kitty litter, maybe. All right, you're done. Let's put down those weights, stretch out those hamstrings a little bit. Good. Just listen to your body on these. All right, if you need a water break, take one. We're moving on. All right, our next move is lunges. Lunges strengthen your legs, especially around the knees. So those folks with knee issues, we are strengthening all around to help you out. It also increases the flexibility in your hips. But if you have really tight hips, you'll find lunges to be especially challenging. In my classes, if I have folks that just cannot do the lunges, always do squats instead. You get another set or 2 of squats. So if you're ready to do some lunges with me, we're gonna start basic, then I'm gonna increase sensation for you. Find some hand weights, or you can go without hand weights and just use your body weight. It's your choice. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is a stationary lunge. I would like your right foot in front today and your left foot back. Now that back heel is lifted, so if you need more stability, widen your legs a little bit. If you need a chair or something to hold on to, just put your hand weights away and have your hand near the chair. All right, chest upright. We're gonna bend both knees, try to go straight down. Push out of your front heel to get up. Lower and lift. I'll show you from the side. That back knee lines up underneath the hip. And notice I'm not seesawing forwards. That kills my knee. It's not good. You gotta bend that back knee. And that's hip flexibility. So you keep working out with me. We'll get those hips more flexible. 1 more here. And then bring it on up. All right, that's set number 1. We're doing 3 quicker sets. Now, you can stay with that one. Using your chair, using the wall, no hand weights. Those are stationary lunges. Gets a little trickier when we add movement to it. So if you stand with your feet together, look behind you, make sure you got room. We're gonna take the left leg back first and plant it, and then lunge. Press through your front heel to get up, Step together. These are our reverse lunges. Takes a little bit of balance. So if you're new to reverse lunges, then you would put your hand weights down. Got your chair, something nearby, maybe a wall. Again, get the weight out of your toes in the front foot. Put it into the heel. You'll work your glute rather than your knee. One more. Beautiful. Shake it on out. All right, that's set number 2. You may stay with that if you like. The third is our traveling lunges, our forward lunges. Now you can walk around the whole house doing these if you like, but I'm just gonna show it stationary. All right, we've been leading with the right leg, so we'll do that again. Now this is probably the hardest on your balance. So the first time out of the gate, you might wanna put your weights down. All right, right foot's in front, plant that foot, lunge, step back. Lunge forward, sink. Do not let your front knee pass your toe. Beautiful. Keep going there. I'm going to demo the walking lunge. It would look like this. And you walk around the house like that. I've run out of room. 2 more wherever you are. One more time. Good job. Shake it on out. All right, we've done the right leg. It's the left leg's turn. Stationary lunges first. Weights or no weights. Plant that back toe. Chest upright. Bend both knees. Down. Press out of the front heel. You're going to feel it not only in your left thigh, but your left glute. 4 more. Heart rate should be rising. That's normal. 1 more time. Good. Wiggle those feet in. Shake it on out. Put down those weights if you need to. It's time for reverse lunges. Second set. All right, we're standing, feet together. You've got room to take your right leg behind you. First time out of the gate, maybe no weights. Ready? Take that leg back. Lunge. Press out of the front heel to bring it back together. Reverse lunges, a little easier on your balance. They're still tricky, especially if you're new to them, but a lot easier than those forward lunges. 2 more. Let's do 1 more. That's how we roll. All right, good job. Ooh, I feel that. All right, our last set would be our walking lunges or forward lunge, you choose. If you want a walking lunge around your house, take off now. Shoulders back and down. All right, left foot's in front. Plant it, lower, push out of your front heel, and back. Just don't let that left knee pass your toe. Good job. We got 4 more. You cannot get out of lunges. Anytime you climb stairs, you're lunging. I've lost count. I'm doing 1 more. That's the problem when you get me talking. I lose count. All right, let's put these hand weights down and get some water. All right, hopefully your heart rate's come down a little bit. You've gotten your water. We got another tough one on the legs. This one's so important. When you're carrying things around the yard, it's hard work. It works your grip too, just holding on to that heavy stuff. So this next one is called the farmer's walk. And you might have to leave me and walk all around your house on this one. So before you get started, you can pause me. I need you to find either the heaviest set of hand weights that you have, or the heaviest thing you can think of that would even you out around the house, right? Kitty litter would be probably the hardest, but think about it. You got to carry it out to your car, right? All right, so I'm going to get my heaviest hand weights that I have around. A farmer's walk. Now I'm going to have them setting down. When you do a farmer's walk, you got to pick them up properly so you don't get injured. So you come right up to your weights or whatever you've got, And you want to think squat, right? I don't want my knees to jut past my toe to get down. I don't want to round over and pick up anything. I might have to round a little bit if they're super low, but I'm trying my best to keep my chest up and hinge at the hips. Hips back. So I sit back, find my weights, and I pick them up. Now that I've got them, shoulders back and down, look from the side. We don't want this to keep going, right? Stand tall, and you just take a walk around your house. And you walk for a while, okay? Go walk around for a couple minutes. You're working your grip strength. You've got extra weight. Imagine if this weight was on your body right now. That would get exhausting, right? That's why it's so tough. All right, pause me. Go walk around the house. I would like 3 sets of you traveling around your house. Then come back and find me. Next, we're going to be working the plank. The plank is the most efficient way to work your core, and the core involves the muscles around your trunk and your pelvis, okay? And that would be your abs, your lower and upper back muscles, and then your glutes. So, I'm going to start you off modified in your plank. I want you to find a wall. Arms are shoulder width apart. Do not go higher than shoulders. Take them down, and then walk it back. You're in a plank. Now notice that I'm not sticking my tailbone out. I'm also not arching my back. That would hurt. And I'm pushing out of my shoulders. I'm not sinking into them. So this is where I start. This is our modified plank. Now to get it tougher than this, I'm going to need something a little lower. Maybe the side of your couch, something that's very stable, okay? Or I'm going to move you down to the floor if you're comfortable going. So when you're down on the floor, the first place where you do your plank is with shoulders on top of wrists, arms shoulder width apart. And as a beginner, down on the floor, my knees are underneath me, okay? As I get more progressed, a little bit stronger, I'm going to walk them back. Over time, I'm going to try to, without arching, make a straight line from the top of my shoulders all the way down to my knees. This is our plank. Now, as I get stronger, I'm going to progress it even more. I'm going to flip under one toe, come off one knee. Now I've got more weight sitting on my shoulders and holding my body up through the core. And then over time, your goal is to get to here. Full body, no arching, no hammocks. I'm sorry, this is our TPs, this is our hammocks. We don't want either one of those. All right, so this is our full plank. But some of you might say, well, that kills my wrists. I can't do that. Not a problem. Forearms, take it on down. Again, walk the knees back until it feels like your belly wants to sag, but don't let it. Push out of the shoulders. Never sink like this. We're here. All right, so everyone come find your plank and join me, whether it's against the wall or down on the floor. Let's get started. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, how long are we going to be holding this for? Well, you need to set your own personal goal, right? But we're going to try to go for 30 seconds. I try to have my classes start with 30 seconds, whatever variety they're on. And over time, we work our way to a minute. But if it starts to hurt your back, you're losing form, and I'd rather you come out. So find your spot and breathe. We're almost there. We've got 5 more seconds left. Your body should start shaking. That's a good sign. And you're done. Good job. Now sit back, stretch it out. If you're up at the wall, your stretch out looks like this. Pull your tailbone out. Drive your shoulders or your armpits towards the wall without arching your back too much. And that's a good stretch out. Good job on the plank. Try to get to 2, maybe 3 sets of that. You'll get stronger and stronger. Our next move is a wood chopper. Wood choppers are very important when we're dealing with yard work because we're very rarely out in the yard just doing things straight ahead, up and down, right? We are rotating, we are twisting and turning, and so we've got to have really good form and a strong core and able to do that without injury. So, the wood chopper. I want you to take a hand weight or something that you can hold that's a little bit heavy sideways. If it's a hand weight, it's sideways. I don't know what you're holding, but Hold it stable. All right, my feet are about hips width apart and my toes are pointing straight ahead. So I'm gonna start taking this weight up and I'm gonna kind of turn and look towards it, and notice my back foot is pivoting. Okay, the whole time I'm doing this move, my core is tight. It's like someone's about to hit you in the stomach. What's your reaction to that? You tighten up. I want you there. All right, so we lift it up and then we bring it across the body and then we take it down. Okay, and we don't want to twist too much to where it hurts this knee, and you may pivot that back foot if it helps. All right, so we take it up and we bring it down. As you get a little bit more comfortable with this one, try to straighten those arms a little bit more. Good. And so it's mimicking that wood chop. Good. Keep going. Your core is going to start getting tired. Your back wants to take over. Don't let it. Okay, give me 3 more on this side. One more. Very good. All right, shake it on out. We got the other side to do. You got to wood chop evenly. Feet hips width apart. Take the weight up to the left this time. Pivot that right toe. And then we take it down. Abs tight. Rotation. Chopping across the body. Very good. Don't let your back take over. It wants to. Ooh, I can feel my core working. 5 more. Down to 3. 2. It's good arm workout as well. And you're done. Good job. All right, our last move today is our single arm row. Now, you're going to have one hand weight, and it can be somewhat heavy. Your back is pretty strong, but we are strengthening all along the back here. So I've got a chair, something sturdy I can hold on to, and I'm going to do a lunge. Okay, so if my left foot is in front and I sink into this left leg, never let the knee pass the toe. Back foot can be stabilized to help you out. Some prefer to have the toe up, whatever you prefer. But here's what I need you to do. You're going to hinge forwards, and notice I've got a straight line going here. Do not allow yourself to round. As you start to hinge, you're going to notice more weight goes in that front leg. Yes, we're getting more legs, but I need the weight to be in your toe, or excuse me, your heel, not your toes. All right, so abs tight. Hinge forwards, allow that weight to go forwards at an angle a little bit, then pull it back. In between the waistband and your rib cage. Pull back. Try to have your elbow clear your back. This arm is here for stability. And I'm going to exhale as I pull, inhale as I lower. Keep rowing. I'm going to cue a couple more things. I'm showing you from the front. Do not allow your shoulder to pull back. Notice my shoulders stay in line with one another. That puts the focus on the back. 3 more. Ooh, that front glute should be talking to you right now. My left glute's on fire, but I'm also feeling my back squeeze and release. Good job. So yes, I felt it here, but I feel it back here as well. Because when you pull back, you're not just rowing the arm, you're pulling back and squeezing, and that's where you're getting the work. So we gotta do the other side. Now, if you do this video again and you want more sensation, 1 weight in each hand, and you can get twice as many sets by doing both arms. But you've got to keep your core tight. All right, right leg's in front. Sink into that front leg. This arm is in front. It's not jammed back behind me. Core's tight. I hinge. Bring that arm out and then pull back. And forwards and pull. Elbows clearing the back. Weight is in my right heel. And my shoulders aren't rotating. It's as if there's a lemon or a lime between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze. For 4 and 3 and 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it on up, shake it on out. That's set number 1. We're going to do it again because your back is strong and it can handle it. What does this do for me? Well, we go around round it over without realizing it. Strengthening the back improves your posture, keeps you upright. All right, left foot's in front. Get ready. Abs tight. Hinge forwards. Let's go. Pull, release. All right, we're down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come out carefully, switch out your hands, roll it out. Gotta move to the other leg, right foot's in front. Abs tight, hinge it forwards. Ready? Let's go. Down to 8, 6, 5, 4. Are you squeezing your back? 2, and 1. Beautiful job. You're done. That wasn't so bad. Now, if you keep this up, if you keep practicing, you're going to feel stronger. Your gardening and other chores are going to get a little bit easier. You're going to be able to stay out there longer and get more done. Cool down with me. Don't leave yet. I want you to take your elbows and just do some circles here. Lead with the elbows, like somebody's cut off your hands. All right, then go to chest expansion. Shoulders roll back and down, palms facing one another. You did a great job today. Your muscles may be tired tomorrow, but every time you do it, you get a little bit stronger. All right, I want to do a down dog. This is my favorite stretch. It works upper and lower body, but you need to find a chair or side of a countertop or something. Open up your feet a little bit, walk it back, knees soft, and pull your tailbone to the sky. Now, if you tend to get dizzy, keep your head up. But if you're okay, cover up your ears. Now I get shoulder stretching. And as I pull my tailbone higher, I get a stretch going all the way down the back of the legs. So important to stretch out when you're done working out those muscles. It helps prevent injury and makes your body feel better. Bend the knees, walk it forwards till you're upright. I've got something to hold on to should I need it. I'm going to extend my left leg first. I bend my back knee. So my knees are touching. Okay, I'm going to stick my tailbone out and I'm going to hinge. But if you would rather sit in your chair, you can do a seated hamstring stretch. Good. I'll show it to you. Y'all stay there if you're standing and okay with it. Seated version, extended leg, and I hinge and I keep my head up. I don't round my back. So whichever version you're doing, get the exact same stretch. All right, we're switching sides. So we're either staying and extending the right leg, sitting tall, and then hinging with a flat back. Or I'm beside my chair, right foot's in front, my knees touch a little bit, and I stick my tailbone out. And that really takes the stretch to my hamstring. So you've got options. Pick one. And then back upright. All right, we got to stretch out these arms. So I'm going to take my left arm across the body. I can do this seated or standing. Both ways work. Gentle pull across the body. And I'm feeling it right here. Don't grab on your elbow joint. Go above it or below it. And then chest expansion. How about the other side? Feels good. And then chest expansion. Very good. All right, I want to stretch out these hip flexors a little bit. So we need to find a chair on this next one. It's the easiest way to do it. It's our hip openers. We're going to take this right knee open first. Sit nice and tall. You can uncross if you have those hip issues. Cross at the ankle gives you a little bit more. Sit tall and hinge. And you should feel it deep in here. Now, if you would like more sensation, flex the foot and set it on top. Sit nice and tall. Then begin to hinge. You've got options. Ooh, this one feels good after all those lunges, deadlifts I made you do. So you want to be a little bit sore after these workouts the next day. Not enough to where your body's in pain, it's terrible, but you just want to be like, ooh, what's that? That means your body's doing something. That's good. Untangle. And now we hip opener on the other side. Uncrossed or crossed. If you're not feeling much after the workout the next day, up your weight a little bit. Just a little bit at a time. Never overdo it. When your body starts to get stronger, it feels better. The aches and pains begin to go away. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Better quality of life. Plus, you can stay out in the yard longer. Becomes a little easier out there. And then bring it on out. Good job. All right, one more chest expansion. Sweep the arms up. And then circle those wrists all the way down. We are done. Good job today. Keep up that hard work outside. Keep getting stronger.